This is the More to the Game podcast, and this is your host, Big Trey. And today is a beautiful day to put y'all on game. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day, beautiful Sunday. You're now tuned into the More to the Game podcast. Definitely coming back in a different way, as you can see, different setup. I'm in a different country. It's just a whole lot of different things going on right now, especially with the platform, with the podcast. Hopefully you guys can either tune in on YouTube, the Instagram clips. Definitely got it up on Apple Podcasts, all the podcast places. So looking forward to this new season. This season is going to be a lot focused on me. My co-host, as you know, King, led the podcast, my guy. Wishing him the best with his app, Jimble. The Jimble team, they're great over there, and I feel like they're going to have some really big coming. You're going to see some updates what they got going on throughout the season, throughout this podcast season. And this is the introduction episode to season 3. This is the 3rd season, man. It's went by quickly over the past, year and a half, almost 2 years doing this, the whole YouTube thing, the whole podcast thing. But I've loved the majority of it for sure. It's been some ups and downs, but as you can see, I'm staying with it. I'm trying to get more consistent. But, being a basketball player, especially a professional basketball player in a whole different part of the world, different time zone, it's really hard sometimes to stay consistent because I have so much going on and so much to balance. But I'm built for it. I'm not new to this balancing thing. That's what being an athlete is all about, balancing your time, prioritizing the right things, and still making a way to get to what you're trying to do. But yeah, season 3, starting off right here with this introduction episode. I'm going to be focusing on the younger athletes, giving them some gems, giving them some game, putting them on game. That's sort of my saying that I'm really sticking with right now, putting people on game. A lot of people out here want to do this thing that I'm doing. They want to go to college. They want to play professionally. And there's a lot of things that I've learned on this journey, because my journey is really just now beginning. I got a lot more to give in this basketball thing, a lot more to give in this content creating thing. So I feel like I got a lot of experience that can help the young people, But that starts with the high school level, really. That's really when the majority of the things you're going to encounter really start popping out. That's when your journey starts. And then you transition into college. That's a big jump right there from high school to college. It's crazy. It's 2 different worlds. You're open to so many different things. You leave home, new experiences, new people, new environments, new competition, just different expectations and levels you got to meet. And I feel like anyone can use some gems, and hopefully they take them and pass them on, and it helps them in their journey, their careers. And then if you're lucky enough, like myself, to have another chance to play after you graduate with your college degree, then, we go into the professional side. It's a lot, obviously, that I've covered on that side that we can talk about. But, you guys are going to see. There's a lot that I've experienced that I feel like I can give back. And I definitely want to use this season 3 of the More to the Game podcast to do that, because, the whole thing was about giving back to the youth. I went back and watched my first video, and I saw when I first started to do this, it was about helping the youth and showing them there are different ways you can attack life. You don't have to, just be an athlete. You don't have to, have these one-dimensional goals, this one-dimensional mindset. You can look at things totally different. You don't just have to be a hooper or a rapper or a drug dealer. There's so many other things out there. But with that, if you're someone that doesn't have those examples, doesn't have those experiences, having someone like me that is on that journey and has, went through the early stages, as in high school and college, maybe I can give you some advice and give you some tips, especially not just from myself, but from people that I know, because, like I said, More to the Game, MTTG is a family thing. And there's a lot of people that I have connected with that, are still a part of the family, people that I can bounce ideas off of, get their input, probably bring them on a segment or two, It's a lot of information out there in the sports world. Athletes, we got to stay together. It's a close-knit bond being a college athlete, and an even closer-knit bond being a professional athlete. And with all that being said, I'm going to try to leave this episode pretty short. I just want to get some input from you guys. The YouTube thing is fun because You can find random people commenting on the YouTube videos. You can find random people that follow you on the Instagram pages off your YouTube, or just in general social media thing. It's fun like that because you get people's input, ideas, talk to them, create connections and all that stuff just by way of the internet. So what I want from you guys is to obviously like and subscribe if you see this on the YouTube, rate if you see this in your podcast stores, but give me some feedback. Like, you're watching this right now. I'm talking to you. All I ask you, talk back to me and tell me exactly what you want to see, especially if you're a young kid. Like, I'm not anybody to be afraid of. I don't bite, Just hit me up in the YouTube comments or the Instagram comments or whatever, and just tell me some things that you want to see or hear. Because, I feel like there's parents watching this that might, want to get some information. They're sending their kids through the same journey. Or just those kids in general, they just want some insight on how to get, to these places that they're aspiring to get to. So just take some time out your day after you get done watching the video, 30 seconds, type up a little comment wherever you see this, and just tell me what you want to hear and see or whatever. And I'll get back to you in the comments and maybe in the videos as well. So episode 1, the intro episode, is done. Obviously, it wasn't really any content for you here, just letting you guys know where I'm going with it. But episode 2, we're going to get right into it, starting off with the whole why to go to college. Because everyone doesn't want to go to college. Everyone doesn't see the value in college. There are some misconceptions about college. And I definitely want to, go ahead and start right there of why you should go to college as an athlete, or why you should want to go to college or receive a scholarship as an athlete. So that's what episode 2 is going to be about. Hope you stay tuned, like, subscribe, follow all the good stuff wherever you see it. And we'll be back next time.